very first episode of Kappa TV. I'm your host, Nakazi Hawkins. I've got a very special first guest with me today. My guest today is a spring 2023 initiate of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, preseason and postseason, all conference at the safety position for Mercer University. Finished the 2022-2023 season with 55 total tackles, 2 interceptions, and 6 pass breakups. The definition of a student athlete. He's majoring in sports marketing and analytics with a minor in business management and has never finished a semester with lower than 3.0 GPA. He also serves as the vice pole mark for his current chapter. I've got Theta Pi's very own Myles Redding, also known as Juice, in the building with me. Appreciate you for joining me, man.
Appreciate
How you doing,
for having me, man. It's a blessing, man, to be here, bro. I like what you got going on. I like your, you know what I'm saying, you doing your thing with the broadcast, and happy to be here.
100%. I appreciate you, man. Myles, obviously I know you a little bit better than most, so I want to give you a chance to give a brief introduction. You're from Atlanta, Georgia, Whitefield Academy. Give me a little bit of information about, how high school was for you, your experience in high school, growing up in Atlanta. What's going on there?
I actually went to Whitefield Academy.
Whitfield, got you.
Whitefield Academy. I'm in Cobb County area.
Okay.
Basically, the reason I chose Whitefield is because my parents wanted me to have a better environment, be able to, adapt to different environments, be able to culture switch, see different cultures, because, a lot of times private schools are bubbles and you don't get to really see the environments outside of that. And I feel like that benefited me as in the classroom as well as just in my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I obviously had the opportunity to play sports at Whitefield, football, basketball, track. I used to play baseball, believe it or not. Just being able to do all those things, they gave me a great environment to be myself, learn new things and grow as a man. So.
Right. So when you were at Whitefield, obviously, in your bio on Mercer football website, it says 2-sport athlete in high school.
Correct.
You just told me you were a 4-sport athlete.
Correct.
Football, basketball, baseball, and track. Now, obviously, we know how football worked out for you. I want to, what was basketball like? You know what I'm saying? Are you really nice?
I tell many people this, basketball actually is my favorite sport. A lot of times in high school, people ask me, are you going to play football? Are you going to play basketball in college? And, I didn't want to really choose one because, I love both of them. I was just really good at football. The Lord blessed me with the talents that I had, being athletic, being tall, you know what I'm saying? But basketball is my favorite sport. Close to 1,000 points. My season got cut short a little bit because of COVID.
Man. You know how close you were?
My coach told me I was like 10 to 15 points short, man. And I was like, dang.
Coach. GHSA we got to run one more.
Yeah, I gotta go back and put the shoes on. Yeah, it's just a blessing being able to be a leader on the basketball court as well as the field. Coming in as a freshman, learning the ropes from the guys older than me, and then being able to grow up and then lead the guys under me is always a blessing, and I feel like I'm doing that now at Mercer. I feel like I just got here and I'm already a senior, you know what I'm saying? So
right. It happened fast?
It happened fast. I feel like I just got here, bro.
As a 2-sport athlete in football, wide receiver, over 1,100 yards, right?
Correct.
Were you more like Travis Hunter? Like you was really like that on both sides, or did you really excel on one side of the ball and, that's where you went?
I started getting, so let me just talk about my recruitment for a little bit.
Right.
I started getting recruited on the defensive side of the ball more my junior year, and that was the early times of COVID.
Right.
So that kind of, I didn't get to go on many visits, but getting recruited on defense, all conference in Cobb County, which is 1A through 7A. So
that's powerhouse football.
Right, correct. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was more like I'm gonna be a defensive player, but then we had a couple receivers graduate from Whitefield, and my coach was like, "You got to be that guy for us."
Right.
And I was like, "Whatever I can do to help the team." I actually played quarterback a little bit. One of our quarterbacks got hurt, and
was you throwing the ball or you just running?
A lot of read options.
Real RPO.
Look,
real RPO.
I threw a touchdown, but I also I threw a couple interceptions. But we ain't gonna talk about that too.
We gonna break that out. We gonna break that out. We gonna break that one out.
Just being able to play different positions, and I wouldn't say I was more heavy-sided or with offense or defense. I was just gifted at both, ball hawk, and a lot of things I could use on offense will help me on defense and vice versa. So you could say Travis Hunter, you can, what I'm saying, Charles Woodson.
You can just say Myles Redding.
Myles Redding.
You can say Myles Redding.
That's who it is.
Now, I didn't know about baseball and track. What position you play in baseball?
Baseball, I was more of a middle infielder. I played center field here and there, but as I got to high school, I just fell out of love for the game. You know, I still enjoy baseball. I love to watch the games here. You know, we have a pretty good baseball team here. But obviously, I like the Braves. You know what I'm saying? But my family loves baseball, and believe it or not, my family, they tell me now, they was like, we thought you was gonna play baseball in college. Like, we thought that was you. And
so you were nice.
I was pretty nice, playing on different travel teams, winning World Series, and you know what I'm saying. But and also track was more of a, you know, everybody doing it. So let me just, and it'll help me in my football. And
what'd you run?
I ran 4x100, 100, 200, and I also did long jump. So
long jump,
long jump. You know, I ain't really had the best technique, but you know, so I played basketball.
You're just such an athlete, though.
I played.
Like, you was gonna get away with it.
I played basketball, so it was just like run and jump. You know what I'm
literally,
just run and jump. That's all I thought.
I did the long jump in middle school. I broke my toe, but if I would have been able, I would have kept doing that. Long jump was fun.
Like the work and the technique that goes into track, and because I feel like a lot of people just think it's just running, bro.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's so many mechanics
learn how to run
that you gotta work on,
and stuff like
mechanics, knee drive, all that. Just and going, especially with the long jump, you know, your steps got to be right. You can't. You know what I'm saying, go over the line, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you got to land the correct way.
Yeah,
so
don't want to
know,
fall backwards, because wherever
saying.
your hands land is where they're going to mark. Yeah,
exactly.
That's a
so
fight.
Just learning, and I wish I did it longer, but learning how to, you know what I'm saying, learning the different techniques and the time and the effort, it gave me a definitely, you know what I'm saying, I admire those who do track and stuff like that.
No, people who do track have my utmost respect, because I don't like to run.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
And like running for fun.
Yeah, like you want to go run, like, and that's you know, I never did long distance for real, like cross country.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
That ain't me.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We stay far away from all that.
Yeah.
So you talked about all of the experience that you had playing pretty much every sport, how it helped you with football. Ultimately, you decided to come to Mercer and play football.
Right.
What other options did you have coming out of high school for football?
I had a few, not many offers. Like I said, I came from a 1A private school, which is obviously the bottom. But you know what I'm saying? Just being able to get offers like Kennesaw State, Army. I had a few NAIA schools offering me. Just being able to show like the guys under me that just because you go to a 1A private school doesn't mean you can't get to where you want to go.
Right.
And just being able to go out the box, go to camps, you know what I'm saying, get exposure, get more eyes on me. It gave me a more drive, because you know coaches not coming to 1A private schools to watch unless your name is out there, and the only way you get your name out there is camps. And you know what I'm saying, that was just a drive, you know what I'm saying. But just being, it's a blessing that Mercer offered me, especially during COVID times when it was like, I don't really know where I'll end up because I can't go on visits. You know, coaches are, you know, seniors are getting an extra year of eligibility now during COVID, so it was tough. But I just stayed prayed up, you know what I'm saying. So
Absolutely. So again, you reiterate, you know, being 1A private school and having to go to camps, and at the camps, there are no divisions. Everybody's on the same playing field. Whether you 1A or you 7A, we here. Did you carry a chip on your shoulder when you went to those camps thinking, you know, I'm from a 1A private school, I'm from here?
Definitely.
You know?
You know, people don't really respect 1A private schools or even schools under, you know, 5A, 6A. But, you know what I'm saying, having that chip on your shoulder just only makes you want to be better. And going out there, I was just trying to showcase my skill and just let God, you know, put the chips where they're supposed to put them. So, where you're supposed to put them,
So, you know, the offers that you had, ultimately you wound up coming to Mercer.
Correct.
Why Mercer? What made you choose Mercer? Why'd you want to be a Bear?
One thing about me, and people ask me this all the time, one thing about me, I'm very family-oriented. You know, my mom, my dad, my sister. Just allowing them to be able to come watch my games, you know what I'm saying? It's an hour and a half from the crib. I wanted them to be able to come to my games. I didn't want to go to a real big school, but I also wanted to go to a school where I can be myself and also branch out and figure myself out, because that's what college is about. Right. I knew a few people that was on the team prior to, so you know, connecting with them and talking to the coaches, I felt like it was a good fit for me for sure.
So you talked about being yourself. Did you mean on the field and off the field, socially, athletically? Tell me a little bit more about what you mean by that.
I just felt like coming into college, I wanted to be able to find myself away from home, develop a discipline within myself, you know what I'm saying, hang around the right crowds, find the right crowd to fit in with, you know, develop good habits. And I felt like Mercer was a good place where I can do that, be myself, and, you you know, achieve.
Right, absolutely. We're going to get into the cheat meal a little later. We're going to get into the cheat meal a little later. If you know, you know, man. So, ultimately, you know, as a freshman, whether you're, you know, coming in after COVID or not, there's an adjustment period.
For sure.
Coming from high school to college, you know, depending on what school you went to. I know that I was in public school my entire life, so I didn't have my first white classmate until I got to college.
Right.
That was an adjustment for me. Can you
Right.
talk a little bit about your adjustment going from Whitfield coming to Mercer?
It wasn't really a big adjustment. You know, like I said, my parents put me in different environments so that I can adapt. So when I do go to college, it's not hard for me to, you know, form a friend group or find friends or develop relationships between people. So coming to Mercer from Whitfield, just being able to, you know, branch out, you know what I'm saying, outside of, and Whitfield does a good job with, you know, having diversity, and Mercer is definitely a diverse place, you know what I'm saying. You got people from all over the place, and it wasn't really a big adjustment for me at all.
So that goes to the social aspect. Now you got to talk about football.
Okay.
It's different, man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Football from high school to college, you could be 7A, you could be JUCO.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming D1, talk to me about that adjustment on the field.
One of the biggest adjustments was what I was doing off the field, like that would help me on the field. So, you know, coming from a high school, you if you're getting recruited, you're probably one of the best on the team, you know what I'm saying? But coming to a place where everybody's good, you got to start at the bottom and make your way up.
Right.
It just teaches you, you know what I'm saying, how to work, how to practice. I had to learn how to practice really well.
Right.
Like my first fall camp was...
It was rough.
My first fall camp was like, dang, like this is how it really is. How to work out, how to, you know what I'm saying, nutrition, everything that goes into it, you know what I'm saying? But now being a senior, you know what I'm saying, I definitely try to encourage the young guys, you know, it goes by fast, and that's something I always heard, but you know, you never really understand that until
you're there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So we talked about the adjustment period, you know what I'm saying. What was it like when you got to campus socially? Was it, you know, were you a party guy? Was it easy for you to make friends? Were you attracted to a certain group of people? What was that
definitely,
like?
So I came in the summer before my freshman year, so obviously I was around the guys on the team, and you know, a lot of the older guys on the team. In my position group specifically, had a pretty good face on campus, you know what I'm saying. It allowed people to see my face and get to know me. Like I said, I keep going back to that adapting thing. Like, I'm easy to adapt, so I don't have a problem with having a conversation with people. So I feel like my social life, you know what I'm saying, it was there because I don't have a problem. You know, people call it friendly, but I think it is, you know what I'm saying. It takes a friend to be a friend, like
right,
you know
absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying. But my freshman year was fun, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, going through relationship stuff, you know, partying, obviously. Football, just college, like class, just, you know what I'm saying, it's just normal stuff, you know. It was a good change. You know
what about how was the classroom academic? Was it a rough adjustment for you?
I mean, Mercer's a great college, like, and they gonna make you work, like, Mercer's gonna make you work.
My pops called it the Ivy League of the South.
Man, what?
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna earn a degree here.
You're gonna earn it, and that's something I had to do, like, and it's funny you say that is because me and my friends, my freshman year, like, every we'll hold each other accountable, be like, earn your weekend. Like, you doing some homework or your friend don't want to do no homework, earn your weekend. Like, you got to earn your weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, just in classes, definitely taking initiative, you know what I'm saying, time management. Because, you know, in college, you have more of a choice than you do in high school. You know,
Absolutely.
high school, you got to go to school. College, these professors.
They get paid regardless.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to get where you want to go, you got to have discipline within yourself, and that's for you. So, in classes, my classes was pretty tough my freshman year, but as the first semester went along, and then going into my second semester, I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying, coming together and getting used to it.
You knew what you wanted to major in off rip? Like, that was easy for you?
So coming into school, I originally wanted to major in sports management, but Mercer doesn't offer that. So I knew sports has been my whole life. So I was looking at different majors that, you know, could allow me to be around sports. I looked at journalism, actually, because my sister actually did journalism at Georgia State.
Okay.
But sports marketing, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I have a good image, you know what I'm saying, to be able to market, be able to work for a sports team, form relationships, form networks, you know what I'm saying. That's one of the reasons why I joined a fraternity, which we'll get into in a second.
You read my mind, Deuce Club, man. You read my mind, Deuce Club. That's the very next question. That was the next topic, man.
Yeah.
Why Kappa? Why Kappa?
Kappa, you know what I'm saying, Kappa stood out to me just because how their presence on campus when I first got here. I wasn't really too sure about Greek life because I don't have really any Greeks in my immediate family.
Right.
But I always would see like Greek letters and stuff like that. So seeing the Kappas on campus and seeing them at events and something that solidified it was the probate of the Fall 21 line. Just seeing.
Shout out to the Phoenix, man.
Shout out to the Phoenix.
Shout out to the Phoenix.
Love the Phoenix, but just seeing how they carry themselves. They doing events, not just partying. They doing community service. It was something that was, you know what I'm saying, promoting something bigger than just myself. And also, I never had really any. I don't have a brother. Like I said, I have a sister. I've always had teammates, you know. But teammates, you know, come and go. Yeah. But obviously, you know, you keep that relationship. But brothers, like, these are my brothers for life, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to surround myself by like-minded people that want to hold each other accountable and achieve ultimately. So
you talked about not having any Greeks in your immediate family. When you got to campus here, were there any guys on the yard who stood out to you that kind of made you say, you know what, this would be the right direction for me?
Not immediately, but Lance Wise, you know Lance.
Shout out to Lance.
Shout out to my boy Lance. You know, he getting ready for the draft right now. But after he crossed and probated, and I saw how he carried himself, how it changed him as a man, and you know what I'm saying, the confidence and the, you know what I'm saying, ambition that he had towards just moving towards his goals. I wanted to be a part of that. Right. And me and Lance have a special connection because we connect because we actually come from the same area. So we had long car rides home just talking, and I felt like I developed a relationship with him to where I can go with him about everything. And ultimately, the decision was for myself, though, because obviously this is a me decision, a lifelong commitment for myself. But he definitely had something to do with it. And just getting to know the guys, Mace, Steve, Dave, Myles, all those guys, just getting to know them, you know what I'm saying, Turbo, E, all those guys. So
once you join the fraternity, you know, there's a lot of benefits socially.
For sure, obviously.
But you obviously wanted to go to work immediately.
Definitely.
Talk to me about what went into your decision about becoming the vice pole marker at Theta Pi chapter.
Well, throughout, you know what I'm saying, going through everything that I had to do to, you know, become a Kappa, just being I knew there was a standard that our Theta Pi, our chapter, holds, and I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to be in charge of, be next in line, you know what I'm saying, because obviously we have a couple seniors that's graduating. And when I first came in, I was the youngest in the chapter, and I was like kind of like how I said in high school, in college, you know, you got to work your way up, and I'm getting all this knowledge and all that from the older guys. I wanted to be able to, you know what I'm saying, pour that into younger brothers that's trying to become Kappas, you know what I'm saying, and ultimately leave a legacy for Theta Pi, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So whatever it took.
Wow. The legacy word. The legacy words. Yeah, I had something else. I had a little order. But I'm gonna mess the order up right here because you know what I'm saying. You skipping around. We're gonna skip around.
Talk to me.
What is the legacy that you want to leave? Not only for yourself, not only as a football player, not only, you know what I'm saying, as a student athlete, but for Kappa. What is your end goal? What do you want to be remembered for in Kappa?
I want us to be known for, you know what I'm saying, having presence on campus. You know, being active in the community. The bond that we share. You know what I'm saying, the love that we just pour out to everybody. Because it is ultimately bigger than us, and that's just in our objectives, you know, inspire service in the public interest, you know what I'm saying? So, number 5. But, you know, that's ultimately my legacy, and, you know, I'm still learning as I go. I still have so much more work to do. The work never stops. And I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming up on a year now.
Yes, sir.
Soon.
Yes, sir.
Shout out KOP.
Yes, sir.
But I'm coming up on a year now, and I'm excited for the you know what I'm saying, the responsibilities that's gonna be put on me in the let's just say the next year, you know what I'm saying, and I'm ready to work. So
absolutely. What have been some of your favorite or best experiences since joining the bond?
You know what I'm saying, being able to community service every week, outside of parties, obviously, just building a network, going to conferences, meeting guys that are in the field that I want to go into, forming a connection, being able to know I can call somebody up right now if I need them and they're going to be there for me. Just stuff like that. It's obviously a lot of distractions, and that goes along with discipline. But especially being a student athlete, you know, I got to balance football, school, Kappa. But I'm definitely getting better at it, and it's just definitely been a blessed experience. I'm definitely blessed to be a part of this, so for sure.
The last thing I want to ask you, we're big on achievement. That's what we do.
Big on achievement.
That's what we do. what has been your greatest achievement so far, and what is the biggest achievement that you're looking forward to working towards in the near future?
As far as Kappa or
just in life?
My biggest achievement so far is, I would say, you know what I'm saying, developing a strong connection with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He is my Lord and Savior. Outside of that, earning a scholarship so my parents don't have to go in their checkbook for anything.
Valid.
Making them proud, man. Making my family near and far proud. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people behind me, a lot of people watching, and that's my motivation every day, just make them proud. So, but in the future, I'm gonna continue to make them proud, and you know what I'm saying, let God take the wheel.
Absolutely, man. Look, before we go, I do want to say I appreciate you bringing Christ into this, because I feel like that's something that gets lost a lot.
Facts.
You know, everything is cool with the letters and whatnot, the parties and all of that, but at the end of the day, we got to remember that there's a reason that we're here. There's a reason that we're on this planet.
We're exactly where we're supposed to be, and I want to get into that a little bit.
Let's do that.
I talk about this a lot. You know, a lot of people nowadays, they get so caught up in where they want to go, they're not really comfortable where they are at the moment.
Right.
And something I definitely learned, you know, going through my 4 years in college is, you know, fall in love with the journey, fall in love with the process, because those are the things that you're going to, you know what I'm saying, inherit like within yourself once you get to where you are. And that's what's going to keep you consistent. And so I just want to tell anybody who's watching, you're right, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Keep going, keep the faith, and you know what I'm saying, stay consistent, stay disciplined, and you're going to get it done.
Absolutely, brother. I appreciate that, man. That's good stuff right there.
For sure.
And see, that wasn't even a topic, but when the Lord is working, He gonna find His way to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that He's known, that His presence is known.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate that. That's gonna wrap up this first episode of Kappa TV, man.
I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Man.
Big Deuce Club.
My guy.
It's my man
guy
right here.
This is my guy.
Hey, I'm Kazi Hawkins, man, and we'll see you next time on Kappa TV. Yo.